Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Dawn. Let's explore the drifting voidship.
Let us not dawdle.
I can't access that yet. A formidable looking door blocks the way into the next module. It is covered in scratches, as if someone clawed at the cold metal for a very, very long time. The door does not respond to your touch and stands fast, refusing to open. The writing above the doorway reads, Main Computing Cathedral. The tech priest blesses himself with a protective symbol, his hand visibly shaking. Shield us, O machine god, from the evil that has taken hold of your temple. Save us, preserve us from the corruption, show us the way. The sacred metal that bars our path is weakened. Let us appeal to the machine spirit of one of the generators so the metal may drink from its blessed energies. There should be one hidden somewhere in this module. What is this evil you mentioned? The tech priest says nothing for a while, then his box comes to life, but the voice is hoarse, punctuated by static and interference. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. I am merely his servant. I cannot discern what is stricken the abode of the machine god. But I do sense a distortion of the structure, disfigurement of the molecular order. This ship is sick. Further conversing is unproductive. The will of the Omnissiah has brought us to these doors, thus our task is clear. Search for a way to proceed beyond so we can discover a means of cleansing these halls. Inspect the door mechanism. The door and the entire adjacent section of the bay have no power. There must be a backup generator somewhere nearby. Once you turn it on, you should be able to proceed. Look around. The main thing that catches your eye about this place is the state of the wall panels by the door. They bear numerous scratches, 5 in a row, resembling claw marks. Some of the panels look like they could fall off at any moment. Here and there you see the occasional sparks and crackling of the damaged wires behind them. Venture further.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
The stomach-turning bloody smears on the wall form a malevolent symbol. The blood seems to have penetrated deep into the metal. An 8-pointed star, the symbol of the Eightfold Path.
Rise to the top.
The Emperor
or get left
favors
in the
me
dust.
today.
The machine god grants me insight.
I always keep my options open.
The dull sounds produced by the ventilation system create the illusion that the ship is breathing, like a living and terribly sick creature. It shook like a hurt and living thing. This is bad, very bad. The Omnissiah's grace has forsaken this place and these brethren. This tech priest can barely stand. From the many wounds where pieces of flesh used to be, blood mixed with oil is seeping out. The priest, whose body is covered in symbols carved into metal and flesh, is whispering words of prayer. Why is this thing red?
Keep your wits about you.
Must be my smuggler's instincts. I better myself through my service.
Provocateur's helmet applies a -10 penalty to perception for all attacks made against the wearer, to all enemies in a 2-cell radius from the wearer. And it seems pretty good, and it matches his current armor. Actually, I think the Helm of Determination is far better on her because she has a lot of fellowship. I mean, her armor goes from 33% up to 47%.
Let us not dawdle.
Alright. I'm gonna try attacking that red thing. So maybe it doesn't play a role right now, but it will here in a little bit. Alright, well, it's probably for the best that we put this guy out of his misery anyway. So this is just cover.
Vital functions successfully terminated.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, it's still there. Let's destroy it just to be safe. Dark reddish blotches form the words, "O Omnissiah, the hour is upon us." Your imagination is playing tricks on you, making you see faces twisted in a scream and the stains on the metal. Open the damaged door. Only a 70% chance. We'll give it a shot.
Is there money to be made?
My vow is to serve. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
So it looks like the ground is electrified there. Emperor, protect us. This is a house of darkness and corruption. Clutching the soldering iron in his left hand, the priest casually solders the contacts on the implant in his right hand to the panel. The priest is busy attempting to sew together the innards sticking out of his abdominal wound and the flexible wire emerging from the depths of the bulkhead. I'll consider this a mercy, buddy.
My Orsted records your wickedness. Prepare for disposal.
Indeed. I'm not interested.
Running by now.
Alright, so I plan on just sending one character through.
You are
That's what do Pascal. Let's see what this says.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
The behavior of the Transformers was caused by no common mechanical malfunction. It is possible that the cause is of supernatural origin. So we'll probably just run down the side here. Quick save before we do.
Calculating optimal route.
Darn. Let's cut the power. So he got a trauma, not just an injury there. And we can't fix that with the medkit. So minus 20 to agility, and movement points are reduced by half, which is fine. He doesn't move a lot during combat anyway.
I always keep my options open.
One of many modules providing power to the massive ship. Also, the atmosphere in this area is awesome.
Rise
As far
to
as
the
abandoned
top
ships
or
go.
get left in the dust.
Also, I'm curious, the corpses we saw, if they're in the warp or if they're being covered up by the warp. Inspection reveals nothing. Perhaps a strange vision was a mere trick of the mind.
Keep your wits about you.
Something tells me that's not the case. O machine god, deliver me from the oppression of the flesh. Let me draw closer to the perfection of a mechanism. The priest is mumbling an incoherent series of terms and designations.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Who if not me?
Reduced to dust.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, there's no loot up here. That tells me we're probably going to fight enemies when we come back through this area. And they'll be positioned up there. Scraps of skin and broken nails and teeth are stuck in the ragged grooves on the bulkhead. Someone made a frenzied attempt to scratch the blasphemous symbol into the metal, showing themselves no mercy.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, goody goody. Accursed flesh, you betray me. I am drowning the mire of flesh and sinew, but my spirit longs for the perfection of the machine. Tech comrade, you're in need of a ritual protocol of repair. We will mend you. Yes, we will mend you.
I cannot put my finger on it, but I seem to be on the receiving end of more attention recently.
Tell you what, Van Callox, let this sink in. If you mess the Lord Captain around, you will not answer to the Inquisition. You will answer to me.
Thanks, Abelard. Also, I'm going to continue preemptively taking out these mad tech priests.
Let us not dawdle.
And treat it like the opening to Doom 3. Where, beginning of Doom 3, you walk through, there's a bunch of NPCs wandering around. But you can kill them with the flashlight you have equipped.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
And if you don't, they all
Onward.
turn into demons and you have to fight them on your way back through. But if you take them out while they're still NPCs, they don't show up when you come back through that area. I assume this will play out similarly. Augmented gloves. Grants the wearer plus 10 weapon skill and plus 5 strength. I think that'll be good on our buddy Heinrichs. I confess my wrongs, I renounce the weaknesses of the flesh. I offer my prayer to the machine, so that I may stand boldly before your image, O Omnissiah. Who's there? Who's talking to me? O machine spirits. Is it you I'm hearing?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
The priest is mumbling an incoherent series of terms and designations. I don't know why I can't say incoherent today.
Ready for data input.
Your arrogance will be your downfall. I'll see to it personally.
The condemns you.
I can do that, with the right incentive.
The Omniscient. Data meditation is terminated. My vow is to serve.
Huh. Alright.
Keep your wits about you. I'll make it happen. I always keep my options open.
Alright, so we can't take that guy out. The metal feels a little warm and somewhat moist to the touch, remarkably similar to living skin.
Is there money to be made?
I turn on the backup generator. A compressor hall main cogitator. Warning. Invalid system pressure parameters. Expected value 10.
It's nothing. I'm restless. Injuries will not slow me.
Toxic damage. We have an immunity to toxic damage.
What advice do you seek?
Alright, so we need to get this to 10. Oh, I see. So we have to get across this regardless.
This master-crafted patellar augment is not fit for a servitor.
They're supposed to be immune to it. I guess the buff doesn't last because we're immediately out of combat. That's lame. That had a workaround, but I can't utilize it. Alright, I said it to be at 10, right? Expected value 10.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I
That's
don't make
1,
mistakes. I
5.
make profitable learning experiences.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
No! Get back out of there!
Marching on.
Son of a gun.
The healing is much appreciated.
That was easy. Did I get lucky, or is it... I had to have, right? Because it was... 1-5, I guess this one was also worth 5. So it was 1-4, then 5.
Error. Making adjustments. Operation successful.
Alright, third time's the charm. Great. But now we've got power.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Second time's the charm over here.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Nothing escapes my sight. The Emperor favors me today.
Fatigued from failing the demolition test. Minus 10 penalty to strength, toughness, or agility tests, and minus 1 movement point. That's not a huge deal.
I always have a backup plan.
The traumas we got aren't the worst. A quick save here. Because I have a feeling it'll be attacked on our way
Rise
back
the
through to the
top,
door.
Or get left in the dust.
And that feeling has been substantiated. It looks like just servitors, which aren't the end of the world. 110 hit points, though. That's pretty nasty. Oh, Tech Priest as well. Probably position a little better. Maybe have Heinrichs go. Well, we have Pascal, I guess. We'll just run in and see what happens.
I'll make an example out of you!
Alright, so we can put Jai here, I think. This. Card of Corruption. Only 37 hit points, or wounds. Code of Tainted Blessing. All corrupted machine and part machine creatures gain 35 temporary wounds. Okay. An artificial, immune to prone, fatigue, disturbed, perplexed, staggered, bleeding, and toxin effects, and horrors of the warp and mental damage. It also cannot be pushed. Its armor deflection become equal to its toughness bonus. All incoming shock damage is increased by 30%. What the heck? The Code of Tainted Blessing seems pretty absurd. Oh, there's a second one too. Alright. Well, I'll put Jai here. Main character and friends can go up here. And Pascal, if I put here, he should be in range of both of these guys to take out, hopefully on his first turn. In fact, I think I'll keep him back here and have Pascal go first to take out one of these at least. Abelard and Heinrichs can group up here. Along with Argenta. Don't want to leave her out in the open though. So maybe over here instead. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, Pascal.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
That's unfortunate. So front line. Put that up here. Rear right here. Back line I'll put on top of Jai. So does she get to place down 3 new ones, or are they carryovers from... Let's see. So I have my front line up here. What happens if I put another one up here? You can't place another. Okay, so it is the same zones across multiple grand strategists. Good to know. Alright, so take aim on Pascal. And then give him another turn with Bring It Down.
Don't get too cocky.
Insignificant value.
Alright, that's one of those things down. Fantastic.
Running binaric override.
Ah, he just hurt himself. Son of a gun. That's unfortunate. Well, we can get her in a position to start hitting the servitors. I don't want to leave her out in the open, though. Because well, Heinrichs goes after that. Oh, I got rid of the long last. Son of a gun. Doesn't go for a while. There's that at least. Alright, so I coincidentally put Abelard in a really good position, since he goes next, and the Servitor will probably come around and try to attack, so Abelard can soak that damage. So I can probably put... No, I don't want to expose her. I want to keep her behind cover if I can. It's a lot of enemies. But I do want her to get an attack off this turn, so I can always come up
I
here.
will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
And not hit anything.
I'll do it.
Alright.
Naturally.
So that was to have him stand here behind cover and buff up for right now.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Oh, get some damage on this instead. So that Pascal can take it out next turn.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Okay, that's rough. We need to heal up, I think. So he doesn't get taken out here.
I'll see to it personally.
Alright, this is an interesting one. Let's do voice of command on Abelard. Give him a turn so he can buff up.
Ah, field medicine at its finest.
Heal up a little bit, otherwise he might be in trouble. And then we'll actually give...
Here's my perfect moment.
Pascal a turn.
The Omnissiah knows all. Vital function successfully terminated. Request approved. Running binaric override.
Victory is imminent.
Behind full cover, too. Hey, we leveled up!
Throne take.
Oh, wow. Alright, chill out, buddy.
At your beck and call.
So that actually set up really nicely for Pascal to mow through him, if we can get the correct position. Abelard can hold the line there for a little while at least. Oh, we need to reposition the rear over here.
I'd like to, but I can't.
For Pascal, so we can position over here to try and hit all three of these guys.
How about no?
Then we buff up. We'll give him voice of command. Take aim on Pascal.
Am I
Give him a
getting
turn.
paid for this?
He needs to reload, right?
Consciousness are not that universal.
Oh, that's inconvenient. Okay, well, shoot. Grenade it is, then. I don't want to cluster together in case they have any AoE attacks. Like, this guy was chucking grenades, so we're not going to do that. Took all of his points. That sucks. That guy's not getting to us anytime soon.
One fewer target.
Nice. Buff up Argenta. I'd like to give Pascal a turn. Well, he can't move this turn.
I'll make it happen.
Can't quite get to the cover that I'd like to, so... could stand over here. That's a good idea or not. I'm gonna do it.
Someone else can do this. I will do my duty.
Awkward to try and get a charge in this area.
Don't get too cocky.
The scriptural prognosis is fate combat is an equation.
You start whittling that guy down.
Is a negligible variable.
Wanna see a trick?
Hi, Pascal.
Vulnerability analysis. Successful. Request approved.
job, buddy.
Tell me, and it is done.
The Omnissiah condemns you. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
I'll say at 38.
Running by narrative.
Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worth...
I forgot about this guy. That's fine. We're taking out all the major threats right now. All the immediate threats.
It's as good as done. Another enemy down. Who if not me?
Request denied.
Indeed. At your beck and call.
Whoa! I want a medal for that one. Jai Haydari. Remember the name.
Oh, what's that to cover?
You jest, surely.
Or not.
Don't get too cocky.
I am a savant of destruction. Function successfully terminated.
Nice.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
Well, high ranks went down before he really got to do anything, but... outside of that, doing pretty good.
I'll see to it personally. My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Target well struck.
huge fan of that. We'll just give him another turn.
Oh, an exemplary strike.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
I better take him out like this.
My vow is to serve.
Voila! And that was a pain in the tuchus, and we have a couple more, well, one more trauma.
Keep your wits about you.
He doesn't have a penalty to any of his primary stats, but... still not in a great spot. Alright. Let's level up real quick. So, unyielding guard. To the next turn, the Vanguard attacks each enemy that attacks the Vanguard's allies in a 3-cell radius around the Vanguard. Additionally, until their next turn, the Vanguard always retaliates when attacked. Pascal gets Taken Hold. The Grand Strategist chooses one combat tactics area. Every ally inside that area gains an additional turn with 1 AP and 2 NP at the start of the Grand Strategist's next turn. For every enemy that was killed in the selected combat tactics area, the additional AP is increased by +1 up to maximum 3, and the additional NP is increased by +2 up to maximum 6. Ablar gets the same thing as my main character, which seems to synchronize well with itself too, so multiple Vanguards possibly getting attacked by multiple enemies means more attacks. Alright, Steady Superiority. At the end of combat, the Archmilitant can make one additional attack each turn, including one additional attack on the turn this heroic act was used. The first attack, after using this ability, and each turn afterward costs 0 AP. And the same thing as Pascal here. And same thing as Argenta here. But we're still a little stronger, which is great. Always pays to be stronger. We checked this out before?
Cast your eye there.
We did not. I guess this is where the enemies came from. Alright, well I'm going to call it here, and next time we'll continue through the Drifting Void Ship and possibly wrap it up. I'm guessing there'll be a fight in here since I think we destroyed cover in here as well. And probably nothing else till after we're beyond that door. What we'll probably do is go through here and try to make it back to the Void Ship and then come back and get rid of these traumas. Since we don't know what's behind that very formidable door. Sorry, formidable looking door. And I'd rather play it safe. But for now, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.